Hi there. This video is for anyone who has struggled with confidence or failed to do something because they lack confidence. Maybe you've had performance anxiety, or you're holding yourself back from going for something that you really want to do because you're not quite confident enough to do the thing. If this is you, then tune in, because I'm going to reveal 3 lies that you might be believing about confidence that's keeping you from executing under pressure. My name is Meg Foley. I'm a performance and resilience coach, and I work with men and women in their 40s and 50s moving through midlife upgrade. Now, I have a long background in performance psychology. I've worked with all walks of life in terms of performance optimization, health optimization, how to really get it done when the rubber meets the road, those high pressure situations. So I'm bringing to you these 3 lies, these 3 myths, with the hopes that you can take one of the tools or strategies that I offer here and put it into use right away. Before we get there, I want to share a personal story of a time that I was challenged by a professional athlete at their own sport. And I had this not so confident moment where I was under a lot of pressure to step up and do something that I wasn't fully qualified to do. And again, I would be going head to head with a professional at this thing. I had taken a sidestep in my career in my 30s, my early 30s, and I had completely walked away from what I was doing and made a new start. I had finished my master's in performance psychology, and I wanted to work with professional athletes. So I had an opportunity to go take an internship, unpaid, at 30, so that I could work with professional athletes. So it was a huge shift in my career, a big opportunity, and I went for it. And so here I am, shadowing a professional soccer team, the LA Galaxy. And at the time, they had won the championships 2 years in a row. So they weren't just a MLS team, they were the team. So this is a really top level performance moment. And on this particular day, I had only been there a few weeks, and so I'm still getting my footing. I'm still meeting people. I'm still trying to make a good impression. I am not only older than most of my cohorts and these athletes, actually, I'm also the only female. And on this particular day, they've got, 40 or so of these athletes and coaches. There's about 20 or so reporters getting ready to interview the guys after practice because they had a big game coming up. And in addition, a special invite for the UCLA men's soccer team to come observe the practice. So probably 60 men, 80% of them, very well equipped, like professional level at their sport. And at the very end of practice, a couple of the guys lined up the soccer balls to shoot for crossbars, which means they put the ball at the 18-yard line and they each take turns. You have one shot to try and hit the crossbar. And the first 5 guys miss. You would think that they would make that no problem. The first 5 guys miss. And because I'm playful and I have a lot of banter that tends to run out of my mouth, I say something to the effect of, wow, I would say don't quit your day job, but you guys would be SOL. And without skipping a beat, the team's captain hears me. He's standing a few yards behind me, and he boasts to the entire field, "Let's see if the girl can do it." And with that, everything goes silent. You could hear a pin drop on this field. All cameras, all eyes, all attention leaning into the girl to see if she's actually going to step up and make it happen. So confidence. Lie number 1 is that I need confidence in order to perform. Or on the flip side, if I'm feeling fear, it's going to keep me from performing. This, if it circles in your mind, is a lie. You do not need confidence to perform. That is false. It's a myth. What you need is to know what action to take. What is the immediate task at hand? I have had over a decade of experience now working with top performers, from professional athletes to soldiers, special operators, entrepreneurs, high achievers. And I continually ask these questions. When you guys have those high pressure moments, how do you do it? Take me through the helmet cam of your mind, because I'm so curious about this thing, this confidence thing that we think that we need. And I can tell you, of all the people that I've sat with, I've never once heard someone say, I felt confidence, and that's what made me step forward and do the thing. Never once. What I have heard is I just focused my mind, cleared the screen in spite of the noise, the loudness, the whatever, the language in my head or outside, what's going on. They just focus their attention on the task at hand. So when you're about to go do the thing, rather than caring about confidence at all you should care about is the immediate task at hand. So if you're finding you're in your head searching the abyss for your confidence in order to do the thing, simply shift your attention external and narrow, really, really specifically on the task at hand outside you, the physical task at hand. For me, in that soccer moment, you can bet 100% I'm taking that shot. And yes, without a doubt, I had no confidence. I had no business taking that shot. Not only was I the only female on that field, I'm 30, I told you. I should also say I did play collegiate soccer, so that should be a notch in my favor. But I haven't played soccer and I haven't touched a soccer ball in years. I certainly haven't played competitively for like a decade. So while it maybe could be useful, it's not really. I also didn't tell you I had just come off of having the flu, so I felt super weak and tired. I had been standing in the hot sun for 3 hours watching these guys play soccer, and I'm wearing tennis shoes. And if you don't know anything about soccer, tennis shoes are not the best shoes to wear for any sort of footwork thing. So again, I had very little confidence that I should even be taking the shot, let alone would I make the shot. So no, you don't need the confidence. All you need to know is the task at hand. So for me, it was taking that ball, putting on the 18-yard line, and not just focusing on the crossbar. But I found this little, looked like a chip mark or a black marker. It was like a little mark in the middle of that crossbar, just a tiny little thing, this little fleck that I just focused my attention on and just imagine the ball hitting that thing. Just hyper focused, and it was loud enough that all the rest of the things that could have been in my mind, they just had no space. So hyper focus on the task at hand. Lie number 2 is that confidence and being confident and performing under pressure is about the absence of fear. Again, big lie. Even if someone looks like they are cool, calm, and collected, I can tell you they're likely feeling some ping of fear, some aspect of nerves, fear, etc. So it is not the absence of fear, it's the ability to act in spite of that. So you asking yourself, if I was confident, what actions would I take? That lets you know where your attention goes, the task at hand externally. If I was confident, what actions would I take? So this moves you externally. And when it comes to emotions, and you want to leverage a more productive emotion, try curiosity. For me, in that moment with soccer, with that soccer challenge, I did feel the fear. And I also, a little louder, felt so curious. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. I have to see what I'm made of. I have to see if I can at least make that. I just have to take it. Taking it alone lets me know I just did something important. And so curiosity allowed me to have some momentum there. And it allowed me to stay focused on the task at hand. In addition, I can give you another example. I've had many situations where I've been teaching in front of very large groups. For example, I've had situations where I'm teaching in front of maybe 200 soldiers, where they're looking at me to give them some gem of wisdom that's gonna inspire them in some way and keep them going in the hard tasks that they have to do. It's a lot of pressure. If in those moments I didn't have fear or a ping of me being at my edge or me being ready to go do something really important, I would not show up well. I would not do a good job, because that ping of fear lets me know something's on the line. This means something, not just to me, but to the people that I'm going to serve. So I look forward to having that little ping, because I know I'm about to do something great and I am at my edge. So not only am I gonna grow, but I'm gonna serve in a really great way on however this turns out. The actions of me doing the thing, the actions of confident are gonna be what's really important, not the feeling of the confidence. You might get that later, and at that point, it's almost irrelevant because you know how to take the actions. So that is myth number 2, or lie number 2. Number 3 is how you interpret those symptoms of fear or anxiety or nervousness. It's very common, and if you're lying, if you're in the lie, you might be inclined to interpret those symptoms, meaning if you get sweaty armpits, or your heart's racing, or you're a little frazzled in your brain, or you get dry mouth or butterflies, or maybe you have to use the bathroom or get nauseous. When we interpret this as meaning, I'm not ready, it's completely false. It's a lie. Don't believe it. Instead, what you should believe and know is those symptoms are the biology, that's your body actually priming itself to get ready to perform. So that cotton mouth and butterflies and need to go use the bathroom, that's your body saying, hey, we're going to perform. We don't need to be spending energy digesting food. So saliva and what you feel in your stomach and lightening the load, those are all methods to get your body ready to put energy to a different place. So it's shutting down your digestion. So it's getting ready to perform. The sweating, the heart racing, that's your body moving energy, your natural cooling system, moving blood through your body. Again, getting your body ready to perform. So instead, when you feel these symptoms, like I said, stepping up in front of that large group or large audiences, those pings of, say, nervousness or pings of fear that I feel, I get excited for that, because that lets me know I'm in this, I'm ready, my body's ready, and it's go time. Now, if you feel that and you start to feel yourself getting too amped, like let's say you're at the starting line and you're burning, you're hitting the gas pedal and you're just spinning your wheels, a really great strategy, in addition to reframing how you think about it, is think about your breath. Or rather, focus on your breath and slow it down. If you've ever heard of box breathing, and I have other videos on breath techniques, box breathing is a really great one, where you inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. And you want to do this deep, low, and slow. And what this does is it takes your body back to, we call it coherence. It kind of takes you back into that athletic stance, or if you use the car analogy again, you're just kind of idling versus revving the engine. So focusing on your breath to keep your body and your energy of your body, your nervous system, in ready state versus just spinning energy and getting hyped up or getting in your head or whatever might happen otherwise. So these 3 lies, hopefully you can replace with these 3 strategies and reframing tools to move beyond this belief about confidence, period. So I hope you will take these tools and put them into action. And to close the loop on my story, I did that, all of these tools. I stepped up, I did it anyway. I took the actions of confidence by focusing on the task at hand, locked in on that crossbar and that little tick mark, envisioned that ball hitting it. I got very curious. I took a breath, regulated my system, and I just went for it. And I hit that ball. I crushed that crossbar so hard. The ball ricocheted somewhere off into midfield. And I would say one of the hardest aspects of that whole scene was attempting to look cool, calm, and collected as I walked off the field. So I hope you found some value in this video here. and put these strategies into place and think about a place or time when you are wanting to do something but you think you need confidence. Screw the confidence and do it anyway. I look forward to seeing you in another video. There's more to come. Subscribe to my page and we'll see you in the next one.